You know that one tired me out a bit. You got your work boots on. I got the same ones you got on. Oh, there you go, and I'm running to the hardware store to pick up some nails. And I have to grab our skill saw. So, I'm going to take you with me. And Bad Chad Customs once captured the world's attention with its jaw-dropping car transformations. We're back at it. And what I have done, we've seen what we did yesterday. We cut the top of the door off. We cut the post out. But few realized that it was Jolene Macintyre who kept everything running behind the scenes. Beyond the bright lights and millions of views lies a story never revealed before Theophevils. We have not been on air for 4 or 5 days. I'm thinking the reason being is we've had some problems in paradise. Inner turmoil and silent sacrifices Jolene Macintyre endured for the sake of success, the business side of things. So, I have to manage everything to make sure that we're putting money in the right spot. The truth about the woman behind this custom car empire will take many by surprise. Jolene Macintyre and Chad Hiltz first crossed paths at what seemed to be an ordinary event in Nova Scotia. But that moment laid the foundation for one of the boldest journeys in Canada's custom car scene. While managing a local pool hall, Jolene Macintyre unexpectedly received a request from Chad Hiltz, already well known in the car community, to help him hang up posters for the annual Rockabilly Weekend Car Show. From their very first conversation, they discovered a shared drive for creativity, a fearless spirit, and the urge to break boundaries. Their relationship grew rapidly, fueled not only by chemistry, but also by a mutual ambition to do something unprecedented. In a short time, Jolene Macintyre went from being Chad's girlfriend to becoming a key business partner. She was the one who came up with the idea to document the entire process of building the Bugatti replica, a car that soon became the workshop's signature. This car was built for Jolene. When I first met Jolene was so beautiful that I wanted her to come my way. Starting with simple videos shot on a phone, Jolene Macintyre steadily built the social media presence, developed media strategies, managed budgets, oversaw all backstage operations, and directly participated in both hands-on work and the overall business direction. I want to get this pattern right here. I got to have this straight. This relentless effort soon turned Hiltz Auto Company into a rising star within the North American custom car community. Under Jolene Macintyre's meticulous organization, projects moved forward and their handcrafted cars gained widespread recognition. The brand not only drew clients, but also caught the eye of television producers. Discovery Channel eventually reached out, turning the journey of Jolene Macintyre and Chad Hiltz into a major reality TV show. When Bad Chad Customs premiered in 2019, both became the focus of international media. 2 consecutive seasons propelled Bad Chad Customs into a phenomenon. I built this shop because I got fired at every job I ever worked at. When I say I built the shop, I mean I built the shop. The show's Facebook following soared past 1.6 million, while YouTube views reached 70 million each month, bringing in millions of dollars annually. Jolene Macintyre was not just the driving force behind every operation, but also took center stage, inspiring women everywhere by proving herself in a tough male-dominated industry. Appearances at SEMA and the Grand National Roadster Show, along with collaborations with major names in the field, amplified the brand's impact and established Bad Chad Customs as a global leader. Chad Hiltz has always been open about the fact that their success is the result of his boundless creativity combined with Jolene Macintyre's management skills, strategic vision, and tireless work ethic. Numerous in-depth articles point out that it is Jolene Macintyre who provided the leverage for Chad to push beyond his limits, turning bold ideas into reality. Industry reports highlight her ability to handle crisis, maintain cash flow, manage production schedules, and withstand public pressure as essential elements of her achievements. Jolene Macintyre's reputation has spread far and wide, making her an inspiration to young women everywhere and cementing her as a fearless businesswoman in a world usually reserved for men. Her insights on life, the power of collaboration, and mutual trust have been widely shared across social media platforms. Under the spotlight and media glare, Jolene Macintyre and Chad Hiltz built a custom car empire that has captured the attention of not only Canada, but the global engineering community. Mastering the television empire, the success of Bad Chad Customs is not just the result of bold ideas or Chad Hiltz's masterful car building skills. It also lies in those moments on television capturing Jolene Macintyre fearlessly confronting challenges every single day. For millions of viewers, she is not someone in the background, but the brains and the one keeping everything running smoothly no matter how complicated the situation becomes. Right from the first season, Jolene Macintyre made her mark through scenes where she directed operations, assigned tasks, and managed every dollar of the budget. At times when the team faced the risk of missing car delivery deadlines or budgets running over, it was Jolene Macintyre who stepped up to solve all the backstage problems, calmly handling every detail without losing team spirit. Many episodes feature Jolene Macintyre rolling up her sleeves, working on dismantling parts herself, even taking on the most physically demanding tasks, proving herself as a woman unafraid to get involved in an industry dominated by men. Audiences will never forget the moment Jolene Macintyre and Chad Hiltz appeared together at SEMA, one of the largest custom car events in North America. Seeing Jolene Macintyre in the team uniform, collaborating with international partners, and confidently presenting technical achievements on television helped change perceptions about women's roles in the field. That event marked the first time she was truly recognized by seasoned experts and leading global brands. In standout episodes, Jolene Macintyre always remains composed under pressure. Whether the team is dealing with unexpected breakdowns, production schedules disrupted by missing supplies, or conflicts between members. One of the most widely shared scenes online is when Jolene Macintyre convinced Chad Hiltz to change a design overnight to meet a client's deadline. She showed determination while maintaining a spirit of collaboration, motivating the team to give their all until the very last minute. Those moments have given Bad Chad Customs unique appeal on reality television where viewers are drawn not only to the finished cars, but also to the journey of overcoming obstacles, last-minute setbacks, and the emotional high of delivering a car right on time. The image of Jolene Macintyre encouraging team members, sharing the pressure, celebrating small victories, or quietly resolving crises became a defining aspect of the show. Jolene Macintyre often appears in intense debates with Chad Hiltz over strategy, finances, or technical choices. These pressures intensified as online rumors and theories about the team's internal dynamics. Her relationship with Chad Hiltz and questions over financial control and leadership grew more frequent on forums. During this period, the non-stop workload brought strains that Jolene Macintyre could not always share, leaving her feeling trapped at the center of a whirlwind she could not control. Behind the million-dollar figures of Hiltz Auto Company were hundreds of tough decisions on finances, strategy, individual interests, and brand protection. Jolene Macintyre had to turn down buyout offers and unclear partnerships, choosing instead to develop the company along a sustainable path and maintain ethical standards and core values. At times, she had to quietly endure and hide moments of vulnerability to keep up a strong image for the team and fans. In community events, Jolene Macintyre maintained her professional smile, continued to inspire young women. But behind the spotlight were sleepless nights and a sense of loneliness even in the midst of success. Fame brought opportunity and major achievements. But the price was high in terms of mental well-being. With eyes on Jolene Macintyre, it became harder to find time for herself, her real emotions, or even simple personal needs. The climb to the top turned into a race without a finish line. And the higher she rose, the harder it became to slow down. Although Chad Hiltz and the team offered their support, Jolene Macintyre could not shake the feeling that she was sometimes fighting alone in the whirlwind of achievement. Mental strain not only disrupted work, but also affected her personal relationships. Although Jolene Macintyre and Chad Hiltz continued working together, long periods of tension sometimes required them to adjust their working style, and for a time they even scaled back their on-air interactions. The production team actively stepped in, redistributing tasks to give Jolene Macintyre more specific focus on her mental health. These experiences laid the foundation for Jolene Macintyre's path of healing and renewal in the next chapter. This became the moment when she began to write a new story for herself, choosing balance and peace of mind rather than chasing the outward standards of success. The journey of rebirth. After a period of exhaustion and prolonged psychological challenges, Jolene Macintyre made a conscious decision to change her approach to both life and work. Her recovery process was not limited to stepping back from being constantly on camera. It began with prioritizing mental health, redefining personal values, and building healthier daily habits. Her reflections, such as choosing to be present rather than pressured, to truly feel at ease, not just appear that way, reveal a significant shift in Jolene Macintyre's mindset as she gained a clear awareness of her own limits and the right to rest. During this time, Jolene Macintyre maintained her pivotal role at Hiltz Auto Company and focused on expanding digital content through YouTube. She directly managed the construction of the new workshop, developed her personal brand through e-commerce channels, and actively organized merchandise campaigns. Every day, Jolene Macintyre, along with Chad Hiltz and the rest of the team, continued to produce videos inspiring millions of viewers around the world. Though she no longer appeared constantly on television, she remained a strategic core, coordinating every major and minor activity from production planning to brand management. Beyond production work, Jolene Macintyre placed greater emphasis on community connection, participating in major international custom car events such as SEMA and the Grand National Roadster Show, representing the image of the modern woman in engineering. She frequently shared her personal experiences and stories about overcoming stress, motivating young people who pursue their passions despite difficulties. On many occasions, Jolene Macintyre highlighted the importance of inner peace for long-term success, sending the message, choose love, rest when you need to, and be gentle with yourself. The relationship between Jolene Macintyre and Chad Hiltz remains stable, with both working closely together and appearing side by side in many large-scale projects. They jointly plan to develop the new workshop into a destination for international visitors, collaborated with renowned paint brands, and expanded partnerships to countries such as Australia, Finland, Sweden, and California. Although they have kept much of their personal lives private, Jolene Macintyre has consistently maintained mutual respect and encouragement within the team, continuing to be a role model for women choosing to rebuild their lives after crisis. Her journey of renewal goes beyond personal recovery. Jolene Macintyre has set out to inspire the wider community. She has appeared in numerous interviews sharing her life philosophy and the principle of treating others the way you want to be treated, spreading positive energy to thousands of women seeking motivation to overcome challenges. This transformation has notably helped Jolene Macintyre regain control of her life's rhythm, but also turned her into a major inspiration for the younger generation and custom car enthusiasts worldwide. Millions of followers on social media, hundreds of thousands of supportive comments, and real stories of resilience and recovery have affirmed Jolene Macintyre's new role not just as the brain of Bad Chad Customs, but as a symbol of perseverance in times of upheaval. The steady steps Jolene has taken along a path full of challenges are the result of a childhood shaped by resilience. Values instilled from a young age in an educational environment that fostered unwavering determination throughout the years. A beginning fueled by passion. Born and raised in the small town of Canning, Nova Scotia, Jolene Macintyre came from a working-class family where perseverance, hard work, and honesty were always valued above all else. Her parents worked tirelessly day and night to provide for their children, instilling in Jolene a drive to rise by her own efforts. Without the advantages of wealth, she set her path early on, guided by a passion for learning and a disciplined mindset. From a young age, Jolene Macintyre spent hours exploring how things worked, fixing household items with her own hands, and tinkering with machines. Early experiences that laid the foundation for her later technical curiosity. Jolene Macintyre's academic journey began at local schools where she consistently excelled both academically and athletically. As a key player on her school's soccer team, she also studied kinesiology before officially pursuing a degree in finance at St. Mary's University. There she stood out not only in her major but also by actively participating in social activities and building a wide network of friends. People who would later become her steadfast support through both career challenges and personal difficulties. A humble upbringing and a solid educational background enabled Jolene Macintyre to continually push past every boundary. The unwavering support from her family, encouragement from friends and teachers served as a launchpad that brought her to a world of major decisions and challenges that not everyone has the strength to face. It can be said that behind every milestone in Jolene